Viewer discretion is advised.
Bad boys, what you want, what you want, what you gonna do?
Stop! Now! Stop! Heads up!
Bad boys, what you gonna do?
Smell some marijuana. I'm a marijuana smoker. Roll up!
What you gonna do?
Hold it!
Cops is filmed on location with the men and women of law enforcement. All suspects are innocent until proven guilty in a court of law.
Fort Myers is located in the southwest region of Florida. My biggest interest in this job is getting the firearms off the streets, getting some good drug arrests, getting those people off the street that, are a sore to our community. It makes me feel good to actually be able to, have a part in cleaning it up a little bit and making it safe for my kids. This vehicle, the tag appears to be obstructed by the plate, so we're gonna stop it, check out with the vehicle driver and see what's going on. $600 final is gonna be Ballard and Laura. Go ahead and put your hands on the steering wheel for me, please. Thank you. I'm Officer Santos with the Fort Myers Police Department. How are you, sir? Good. The reason I pulled you over is your tag is obstructed by your plate. Your license plate?
What you mean?
You know your license plate?
Yeah.
It's covered up. It's not supposed to be covered up.
I've never had no problem.
Is this your vehicle?
Yes, it is.
Okay. You have your registration? Do you have your ID with you, sir? Can you hand it to him, please?
No, I don't have ID.
You don't have an ID? Can you give him your name?
What is this? Who this?
Is there anything in the vehicle that's illegal? Any firearms, any contraband, anything like that?
Mark.
No?
I believe it's going to be in reference to...
All right, you mind if I look in the vehicle at the end of the stop?
You mind looking at the vehicle?
Yeah, do you mind if I look in the vehicle, make sure there's nothing illegal in the vehicle?
I don't want that.
You don't want me to? Okay, no problem. All right, just hang tight. Did you smell anything?
No, I didn't smell nothing.
No?
That guy Otis, though,
He's not making any eye
some
contact.
CCW, cocaine possession.
Yeah, the passenger's super nervous. He's got to have something on him. I'm gonna have K-9 come out and do a free air sniff of the vehicle.
Hey, man, you got a light in this car? No?
Yo! Hey!
1079, Bravo 600. Let me see your hands!
All right, I'm down. I'm down.
Get your hands down!
I'm down. I'm down, man. I'm down.
I got his right
I'm down.
I got left.
I'm down, man. I'm down. I'm down, man. They gotta get my watch. I'm down, man.
10-4-2131.
You threw something back there. I ain't got nothing. I ain't got nothing, man.
What were you reaching for? Were you running?
I wasn't reaching for nothing.
Why'd you decide to do what I did wrong?
I'm on probation and I know I'm supposed to be out here, man. I ain't trying to go back
Pay probation?
to prison.
Threw something.
What'd he throw? Can you take a picture when I open it?
Hi, Bravo 600, the uniform at 1050, 10-4.
That's gonna be look like a Glock 40. It's fully loaded, one in. Just clear the chamber to make it safe.
Bravo 1, go ahead.
Looks like 4 bullets in the mag and 1 in the chamber.
Hey, William, can you get a chance? Here.
Shoemaker. Could be a male and a female physically fighting.
I get the phone. We get a free ornament.
If there's any weapons. Hispanic male, authentic female.
Well, this is where we detain the subject. He's holding this purple bag. We saw it both in the car and now here again next to his wallet. We're just gonna check what was in here. Looks like a couple little baggies containing some sort of white powdery substance. If you can tell from the inside or not. We're gonna take it back to the car, and that's when we do our testing and such. Take all this together as it is now, and then test it when we get back to the car. And this is his wallet and everything.
All right, sir. Go ahead and step out now. All right, let's face the vehicle. All right. All right, you're gonna be free to go, all right? There was your passenger there, your friend. He did have a loaded firearm on him and some drugs we did find. So you did the right thing. You stayed in the vehicle, cooperated. And that's why you're going home tonight, all right? You have any questions for me?
No.
This is test number 3. We did the crack, which tested positive for cocaine. We tested the heroin, which also tested positive for the presence of heroin. Now, this is a small plastic bag containing white powder, which is we're going to suspect is cocaine. We're going to test it here in a second and find out what it is. Turn it for me. You just take a small portion of it, drop it in, and then when you mix it, the color will turn, determining what it is. Where's that? So crack and cocaine turn blue in color. So you see there in the middle, it turns like a faded light blue there, showing the presence of crack cocaine, or cocaine at this point.
You had the firearm on you, and you had the drugs on you, which you threw. All right, so you're going to jail for that.
Well, what you talking about?
Okay, all right, that's fine. I gotta let you know that you are going to jail for that
You say you're gonna let me
tonight.
get some 2 numbers out of my phone.
We'll get you your phone at the jail. You'll be able to grab numbers out of it, all right?
96, go ahead.
At this point, he's got possession of the crack cocaine, possession of heroin, also possession of a firearm by a convicted felon, and then he'll also get, obviously, the obstruction for running. But all in all, we did good, guys. Good job.
Before I was a police officer, I was a bartender at a local Italian restaurant. Being a bartender, you talk to a lot of different people, strike up conversations, things like that. Most of this job is talking to people, and every time we go to a call, you're trying to figure out what happened and get the story from people. We're headed to a assault and battery in progress. Female caller stating there's an intoxicated male who battered her boyfriend. Subject still on scene, and I guess causing problems between her and some other people at the residence.
He's on the back porch.
Who's he?
Came.
Who called?
My girlfriend.
Here, sir. We're having domestic dispute.
Here, come out here and talk to us. What's going on?
He's been drinking.
Fusi, go and leave
His
it
name
open.
is Kenneth. He's on the couch. Just with my dog right now.
That's all right, we won't let the dog out. What's his relationship to you?
He's a friend. He's been drinking.
Does he live here?
Yes.
The 3 of you live here?
Yes.
Okay, so it's you, Walter's your boyfriend, and then Kenny is just a friend?
Right.
Okay,
Right.
no relationship to Walter
Kenny and
either?
Walter have known each other for 20 years.
Okay, all right, so just good friends then.
Yeah.
So what set him off?
He's been drinking. When he's drinking, he's a nasty person.
Kenny, the gentleman on the couch?
Yes.
Okay,
Apparently, I ate a whole loaf of bread, which I didn't.
okay.
I asked Walter last night. I thought it was Walter's bread. I said, do you mind if I have 2 slices of bread? And Walter's like, no problem. Kenny grabbed my hair.
So he's
Apparently it was his bread, and he pulled my hair saying I'm a liar. And apparently when I was upstairs, he was supposedly playing with my dog again.
Okay, so he just pulled your hair. Did he strike you or touch you any other
No,
kind of
he
way?
just yanked my hair real
Where were you guys
hard.
at when he pulled your hair?
I was in my puppy pen trying to calm my dog down.
Okay, were you guys were verbally arguing when he pulled your
I
hair?
have been trying to be nice all
Okay.
night long.
Hey, Walter, come talk to me for just a second. I want to have a conversation with Walter.
And Walter's been trying to help Kenny out because, you know, he's had no place to
Okay.
stay.
Okay, can you witness what happened?
I didn't witness, but I heard it.
Where were you at when it took place?
I was in my room.
Okay, so you didn't actually see anything happen.
No.
Well, what
Until
did you hear at least?
I heard Kenny and Anna getting into an argument and everything, and I came out trying to find out what was going on, and then Kenny started throwing me around and told me it was none of my damn business.
Kenny started throwing you around?
Yes.
How so? You don't got to show me, but just kind of describe to me how he was.
He hit me right in the middle of my chest.
He hit you in the chest?
Yes.
Yeah, he did. Pushed him, knocked him so hard he went flying down to the floor.
All right, let me go talk to your buddy and see what we got going on here. Hey, man, can you tell me what's going on?
Excuse me, sir?
Can you explain to me what happened? What occurred between you and your roommates here? I got pieces of the story, man. You just got to put it all together for me. But I'm getting
It's just nothing more than a misunderstanding.
Well, no, I just want you to tell me what happened. No, we're not going there yet. I talked to them. It's only fair that I get your side, man. All you got to do is tell me what's going on. What happened?
What happened where? When?
Right here. When you guys got into the argument about the bread and the dog, okay?
I haven't done nothing, sir.
Okay, so you guys got in an argument, you came here, sat on the couch, and that was it.
And that's pretty much my story.
But an argument took place. Let's start with that.
When you come in here and take my food and you feed your dog my food, here, it all started back when she fed the dog eggs that belong to me.
Okay.
It all started from there.
Mm-hmm.
When you feed a dog food first before a human, how does it start, sir? I don't know.
Okay, you didn't grab Anna by the hair.
No.
What about you and Walter?
Walter, Mia? No.
Okay, nothing physical happened between you and Walter.
It was verbal.
It was verbal only between all three of you.
Yes.
All right, hang tight, buddy. I'll send somebody back in here for you, okay? Do you guys want to pursue charges with him?
Yes, I do.
Ma'am?
My dog.
Okay, did you see him push him?
Yes, I did. Yes.
So he just kind of came at you for no reason? Or did you try to intervene between the argument?
I tried to intervene.
Okay, so that's what kind of set him off a little bit?
Yes.
You need to sit.
What is it? What hurts?
He needs to sit.
Well, just sit down right where you're at, boss.
Come on.
Go on, sit down.
You hit the good and hurt numbers acted up.
You want paramedics?
Yes. When I called 911, he did threaten me. He says, I'm going to kill you if you call the police. Hang up now.
Okay. Can I fire rescue respond? Subject to my calls complaining of chest pain, heart condition.
I would like the information on the restraining order against my dog.
We can get that to you, okay? Well, paramedics are on their way. They'll check you out, boss. Kenneth, we're walking this way.
I didn't do anything.
All right.
I have done nothing.
Well, listen, I got a statement from your buddy. I got a witness that corroborates that statement, and then I've got injuries consistent with what he told me. That's why he got transported to the hospital. You got anything on you?
I'm telling you, sir.
What? All right, have a seat, boss.
You know something? Let me ask you a question.
Okay.
If you got kicked in between the nuts, what would you do, sir?
Did you get kicked in the nuts?
Yes.
Okay, well,
By her.
I gave you plenty of opportunity to give me your side of the story. I've marched in there 3 or 4 times and asked you to explain to me what was going on, okay? And now you're in handcuffs in the back of a police car and you want to remain credible.
Yes, I want to remain credible.
Okay, well, we're not, well, we're done playing games. So, right now you're gonna go to jail for battery.
I didn't do nothing.
Okay? All right, well, it is what it is.
If you want to take me to jail, take me to jail. But a dog doesn't come before a human.
People tend to tell me I have a real interesting childhood. I was born in Chicago. My parents had a real bad substance abuse problem. Due to that, we ran from the drug dealers from Chicago all the way down in Tampa. At the age of 13, I was in a homeless shelter, pretty much raised myself, and I decided to be a law enforcement officer because I wanted to help people and help take some of the crime off the street. I'm stopping this car and ran a red light back there. Swerving a little bit. Looks like he's having some difficulty maintaining his lane up here. It looked like he's gonna pull over just up ahead. 33, I'm still rolling normal speed, pulling over Washington Avenue, South Burlington. Oh my God. He hit the curb. Show me your hands right now. Show me your hands. 33, give me the channel. Put your hands where I can see them right now. Guns on the back seat. Don't move, you understand?
Yes.
Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
33, I got a signal 0 on the back seat. Send me another unit. Don't move for that gun, you're gonna get shot.
What?
If you reach for that gun, you're gonna get shot. Don't move. Keep your hands out the window right now. Keep your hands out of the window. Driver, left hand, grab that outside door and open it. Keep the right hand out of the window. Put the car in park. Watch him, watch him. Put the car in park. Is the car in park?
Yes, sir.
All right, face away from me. Keep your hands up. Get out of the car. Do it now. Face away from me. Get out of the car. Face away from me. Keep your hands up. All the way in the air. Grab your back collar of your jacket. Pull it all the way up. All the way up, over your head. Turn around. Do a 360. Do a 360. Keep turning. Keep turning away from me. Stop. Walk back to the sound of my voice until I tell you to stop. Keep walking. Keep walking. Stop. Go down to your left knee. Do everything slow. You understand?
Go down your other knee. Now? Oh, stay right there. Good. All right.
Hey, let me get one over here. I'm gonna clear this car. It's clear. You still see the guy back there? I just don't even think it's gonna be a real gun. It feels like a BB gun. It's gonna be a BB gun. Got some marijuana. Got some crack bags down here. I already know what this is gonna be. This is probably gonna be marijuana wax. No, got some pills. There might be some needles in here.
Oh, Sheriff, how you doing?
How's it going, brother?
Right,
What's your first name?
Austin.
Austin?
Yes, sir.
All right, Austin. I'm Deputy Curry. All right.
Nice to meet you.
We're gonna go from stars, all right? I pulled you over because you ran the red light back there on 110 and 113th, all right? So I follow you swerving all the way down the road. Then I light you up. You look like you covering something up over there on the driver's seat, all right? At which point I came up to the car. I saw the gun. All right, so that's why everything happened to where is it just to catch you up on speed. Yeah, I figured that out. Now, what are you doing with that?
It's just something that I have because I got a 2-year-old daughter, and I like to take her out shooting.
With a BB gun?
Yeah.
All right, it's probably not something you want to keep on your back seat, especially if you're going to be getting stopped by us and run the red lights.
Yeah, well, it's completely empty. It was just like I dropped her off on Friday. This past Friday. So I just haven't had time to take it out.
All right. Well, I got a few charges that you're looking at right now, okay? Once I'm done with my investigation, you're looking at least possession of drug paraphernalia and misdemeanor possession of marijuana. All right, once I identify the pill and I'll probably come back and talk to you, I'll determine what that is. You're probably gonna be looking at a charge for that as well, okay?
To be honest, sir, like, it really isn't mine. I'd be honest with you. I've been honest with you.
All right, that's fine. I really appreciate it.
I don't even know what that is, to be honest.
And just standing here talking to you based on your driving pattern, and after I'm adding everything together, I also have a reason to believe that you are operating that vehicle while under the influence of alcoholic beverages or drugs, okay?
Yeah,
Which is pretty much a DUI.
I'll be more than happy to take a breathalyzer right now. I'll consent to that. I don't drink.
Well, the DUI is not just all about drinking either. It has to deal with being on drugs and stuff like that, too.
My DUI before was for pot.
Yeah.
So I completely understand about that.
All right. So you're the registered owner for this car?
No, that's my sister's car, and she lets me use it.
All right. Well, sit tight for me. I'll be back, okay? All right. So I got a DUI unit that's gonna be en route. They're gonna do an investigation. I just ran his name through the computer here. It looks like he has a warrant out of one of the neighboring counties for another drug possession charge. So once he's done with everything over here, he'll go over there, take care of his charges that he have over there. Just looks like a bad day for him to get behind the wheel tonight.
132 in Bush. I've got him at gunpoint. Okay, gunpoint, 132 in Bush, covers code 3. Being sent. X 2514 can transmit on tag 2. 1047, 1047 can send it in 4360. Okay, we'll still send it code 3.
Viewer discretion is advised.
Bad boys, what you want?
Get on the ground, dude!
Ow! When Sheriff John Brown come for you.
I wasn't doing nothing wrong.
Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you
Get out now!
for you? Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you?
Cops is filmed on location with the men and women of law enforcement. All suspects are innocent until proven guilty in a court of law.
Well, at the end of the night, when the shift's over, the best feeling for me is feeling that I did get something accomplished that night at work, whether it's your local burglar, thief, dope dealer, just knowing that my time at work made some kind of difference. We're en route to a disturbance at a residence. Dispatch advised there's supposed to be a fight going on between two white males with a couple shots fired. We're going to see if we can't get there and catch a suspect before he leaves.
They're in the house.
Who's in the house?
My two sons.
Hey! Drop the gun! Drop the gun! Got a gun! All right. Got one in there with him.
Did he drop it?
No, he's got a gun and has a guy in there with him. He's right. That first one. Drop the gun!
Drop it! Drop it!
Hey.
Drop it!
He must have dropped the gun in the room. There's another guy in the room.
Get on your knees! Get on your
On
knees!
your knees now!
Hey.
Get down on the ground!
Get on my knees, I'm sorry. Then do it!
Apologize.
Turn around. Turn around. What is your problem, man?
Turn around, Mom.
Then lay down.
Come on with your hands up.
Put your hand.
Switch up.
I need a pair of cuffs.
All right. Thank you.
Well, but you ain't doing a very good job of listening. What is his name?
Al?
Adam?
Al.
His name is Al?
Like Owie? Like Al.
Al!
Listen.
Come out here, man, with your hands up. Turn around for us, Al.
Gonna get shot?
Go down to your knees.
What did I do?
Go down to your knees.
Yes, sir.
Is there anybody else back there, Al?
Not that I know of.
What do you mean, not that you know of?
I haven't seen anybody else back there.
Okay. All right. Put your hands behind your back.
Yes, sir.
Stand up.
Stand up.
Stand.
Stay on your feet.
He's the one that had the gun.
Watch that.
Rogers, we got that pistol right here. Somebody, stay with that gun. Stay with that gun.
13, we have contact with male on the roof in the alley.
Just stay with that for right now, please.
Yes, sir.
I'm not doing nothing wrong. I wasn't one that was I was working, man. I wasn't doing nothing wrong.
I talked to that neighbor over there. He said it was one shot, and about 15 seconds later, another shot went off. So I was like, who did you see with the gun? And as the officers were walking, she goes, oh, that guy right there. And I said, this guy right here? So she points at him, points to this guy. Says, yes, he's the one that had the gun, pointing it at another guy that lives here. And the other guy had his hands up, was backing up, and then he darted into the house.
Okay. This is his brother, the guy that we got over there. It's Jeremiah, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. Tell me what happened, Jeremiah.
My little brother showed up.
Now, is he your biological brother, half-brother, step-brother? Okay.
My brother, he showed up,
and that's John Paul?
John Paul, yes, sir.
Okay.
He came around the corner, he had that pistol, and I screamed at him, what are you doing with that gun? And then I said, you're gonna get the cops called. And he shot the gun 2 times beside my head.
Okay, do you think that he was trying to shoot you? Or do you think he was trying to scare you?
I don't know if he was trying to scare me. Maybe he was trying to scare me, I don't know.
Okay, were you in fear for your safety? Did you think you were gonna get shot?
Yeah, I thought I was gonna die.
Okay. Do you know what he's upset about at this point?
No, sir, man. I haven't talked to him. in over a month.
Okay, so after he fired a couple rounds, Then what did you do?
And I ran out and I was trying to figure out somewhere to hide and I heard this truck coming down the alley again, and I jumped and I climbed up on top of that roof.
You was on the roof. All right, give me a few minutes. I'll be back with you, all right?
I'm in the middle room there watching television. John Paul comes walking in. I didn't invite him over, he just came in.
Okay.
And he comes into the room. I know that he and Jeremy have had some problems in the past. Now, I can't tell you exactly what they are. I think it might have to do with an ex-wife. It might have to do with, I don't know.
Okay. Well, let me ask you this. Jeremiah says that he hasn't seen John Paul in at least a month. Do you know?
I think that's probably right.
Okay.
So he comes in, and he wants to know where Jeremiah is. And I said, I knew. I can tell by his demeanor. And I said, man, I don't know where he's at. Don't lie to me. And he went off on that trip, and then he said something else. And I said, well, f you, son of a bitch. And that's when, and by then, I think I had stood up.
Okay.
And that's when the gun came out.
And so you actually saw him pull the gun out?
Yes, I did.
Okay, did he point the gun at you?
Again, I'm kind of in bind here, but it was in my general direction.
Well, did you think he was going to shoot you?
It crossed my mind. I was concerned about it.
Okay. You didn't see what John Paul did with the gun or anything like that?
It was in his hand when he was in my room, in that TV room.
I don't Were your pants down at that time?
No, they didn't come down till you guys let them fall down.
Oh, okay. No. Sorry about that moment. I didn't want to see you with your pants down, but you know, they say the worst things in life happen when you get caught with your pants down. So
I know that. Okay. But anyway, I want to help you. I don't want to be. I know the family, and I feel sick about this whole.
So we ended up booking him with aggravated assault, domestic violence, where he had threatened his brother, firing a couple rounds with the gun.
I've been with the Sheriff's Department for 9 years. I'm originally from Hawaii. I moved up here in 2004. I did a little bit of college. I got hired in the jail, and I've been with the department ever since. So right now we're gonna go to a DV court order violation. It's a protection order. Girlfriend's calling. Her ex-boyfriend, who's not supposed to be there, is at the residence, which makes it a violation of the order. Hey, he's back there. Let me know if you see him take off.
Hey, come here.
Is he taking off? Get down. He's on the roof.
You guys should have said you guys were
Police.
Look at me. We're police. Now get out.
Put your hand behind your back.
Thank you. All right.
William?
Roll on your side for me. There you go. Thank you. Any weapons on you? No? Okay.
Sir, you know him?
No, I do not.
Okay. You were on his roof?
I didn't know who you guys were. I was trying to figure out what was going on.
What do you mean you didn't
You
know
guys
who
never
we were?
said identified you guys as police officers.
You just started running, man.
I
Bring your knees to
understand.
your chest. You're gonna sit you up on your butt. Ready?
Actually, you good? I'll bring my car up here.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm homeless. I don't have a place to go. She said I can come over. She's gonna make me some food. I get to see my daughter. You know, I mean.
You are aware that you have
Yeah, I know. I'm
DV protection order, right?
I know. You know, I got messages that'll prove that she said to come over. I mean, I got messages that say it proves she got me, tricked me into come over here.
It doesn't matter,
with
man.
food
You
and
knew it
see
was
my-
there. You knew it was an order.
I got no other place to go, so
Right.
just take me to jail because it's this way. I
Here,
know
walk around my car and I'll
faster
talk to
my
him.
kid back, you know?
So you're gonna go up on this knee, okay? Ready? 1, 2, 3. There you go.
I was gonna get a place to live here.
There you go.
I was working on it, you know. It's got bad credit, man.
So you're in there with Kyra?
Kara, yeah.
Kara? Okay, in the house?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Did you know there was a court order?
No, I most definitely knew that there's a court order.
Okay. So you didn't know that we were the police, so you just took off and jumped on your neighbor's roof?
You guys didn't say police or anything.
But you just went ahead and you thought you were being robbed or something?
No, I was getting an attack move. I mean, I was seeing, you know, I don't know, because I got robbed in the back of my truck, because last time I came over here, I was hiding underneath the bed, because that's usually how I do. I come over and I hide underneath the bed until Tom leaves, and then she makes me food, and I get to see my daughter.
Who's Tom?
Tom's the dad.
Tom's your dad? Okay. So you're being under arrest for the court order violation, okay?
Yeah, I understand. Yeah. And look, like I said, man, I'm homeless.
I got no place to go.
Okay.
If this will get me closer to getting my kids back, you know.
Yeah.
Obviously, I couldn't figure out a way to do it, man. You know what? I just
not
got.
gonna get you any closer, man.
Well, you know, I got no choice, brother.
Well, the courts take that seriously, especially domestic violence, right? We have to arrest someone.
I never
when they
did
violate
domestic
an order.
violence, so see, that's all hearsay, you know.
That's what the protection order was for, man.
Have a seat.
Go ahead and buckle you in, all right? Yeah. All right, man. Watch your toes.
Did you see him jump the fence or get on the roof?
He went from the other side of the house. He walked like he was gonna try to hop this corner. I yelled at him. He looked right at me, grabbed up on the fence, looked back at me again, and that's when I said, hell with it, and started hopping over the fence and started running around. So.
All right, well, he was in this yard. This is where he's not supposed to be. Hey, Kyra. He's in custody already.
Are you sure?
Yes, he's in our car. Yeah. So, how long has your boyfriend been here?
He's been stopping by for the past couple nights, but I've been finding out since he's been coming over that he's been coming over longer. Like,
okay.
You know, he said that he crept in my room one night. It was the first time I saw him at like 11 o'clock. And he was like, I've been hiding under Jake's bed for the past 5 hours, like yelling at me. I'm like, why is that my fault that you're hiding under a bed? You're stupid, you know? And like, I miss him and I love him, but he's crazy.
Okay,
So,
and he knew about the order, right?
yeah.
So what's been happening? Like, what did he do the past 3 days? Like your table or?
He smashed the table and the coffee pot and the remote and whatever.
Okay, and
I can't-
you were too afraid to call.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So he was telling us that you had been inviting him over. Is that true?
Well, we've been like texting back and forth. I've been giving him money. He wants money, and then he's hungry, you know, because he's all.
Is he homeless?
Yeah, I'm homeless. Poor me, poor me. I'm like, you know, like he left me for another woman, you know, and we haven't talked in like 2.5 years, and so this is like the first time we're talking. She comes into the house and he just does whatever he wants. He just strips down naked, and then he's like, I'm gonna take a shower, make me something to eat, do this, and like I was with him for 8.5 years, so like when I see him, like I just, you know, like I'm scared. So I'm like, I try to make him happy to get him to leave, and I try and be strong and say, get the out of my house, but there's nothing I can do to ever make him happy.
So next time, if there ever is a next time and he comes by here, just give us a call, okay? So I'll leave you alone to fill that stuff out, and I'll be back.
You know, I'm kind of leery every time I come over here because, you know, I know that I'm not supposed to be here. I really made a big mistake by coming here. You know, I mean, I should have got down on my knees and just said, God, you know, please just freaking, you know, guide me and give me the strength to not. I'm so hungry, you know? And you know, she gets me because I'm hungry.
All right, man. Well, thanks for your cooperation, okay?
Yeah, she made me pizza last night. I was here, she made me pizza.
Okay.
She got mad that she couldn't put extra cheese on it. She decked me and socked me right in my face, and she tried to stab me with a knife. She gets drunk and she cuts herself and stuff like that. I mean, she's not supposed to be drinking alcohol.
All right, bud. Story sounds complicated, but when the judge puts it in order and you're not supposed to be here, you're not supposed to be here.
I just knew. I was probably about 8 years old when I told my mom, I think I want to be a cop. Of course, they tried to talk me out of it because everybody's nurses in my family, but it's just something that I knew I wanted to do deep down inside. It's just, I think it's a calling for some people, and it's hard to explain.
We're behind a car that kind of darted across the road really quickly. It's not signaling, so we're gonna light it up.
Hi.
Hi.
Driving kind of on the, yeah, way too fast.
I'm sorry. I was just on my way to pick up my boyfriend from PO's office.
From where?
From my PO's office.
PO's office, okay.
Oh my gosh, that just scared me.
Do you have insurance and a
No,
driver's
I do not.
license?
I'm not even gonna lie to you. No, I don't.
Okay, where's your driver's license?
I
ID card?
It's in the middle of getting, I'm getting it back. I got suspended.
But do you have an ID card on you?
I do.
Hi there.
God, that's
Oh, no, don't be scared.
Don't
You're
be
doing
scared.
fine.
You're
You're
all
doing
good.
great.
Can I call him really quick just to let him know?
No,
Stay
give it just
tight
1
for a
second.
minute.
We'll try to get rid of you as quickly
Okay,
as
I'm
we
sorry.
can. Okay.
I'm gonna run her to see what level of violation her license is. And then she came from a neighborhood that commonly has stolen cars and a lot of drug activity.
I noticed a bunch of alcohol swabs sitting in your center console there.
Yeah.
Are you IV drug user or what?
Was.
You were?
Yes. I just recently, I've tapered off of it. I'm on Suboxone, the Sebutex.
Yeah.
And then tomorrow, not tomorrow, but Thursday, I go to actual treatment.
So how long have you been clean right now?
Going 5 days.
You don't have any heroin in your system?
Oh, no.
Do you have anything in the car I need to worry about?
No.
Okay. Do you mind if I check your car really quick?
It's not my car to do
That's
that.
okay.
'cause
Actually,
it's not my stuff.
You're the driver of the vehicle, so you're the only person in control of the car. I can tow your car and look through it if I want to, but if you make me jump through that hoop, then I have to do that. I don't want to do that. I want to be cool. If there's no heroin, then we're gonna be cool.
Okay.
Sound great?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Step out of the car. You don't have any weapons on you?
I got my cigarettes.
As long as I can check the package
Yeah,
first.
of course.
Yeah, come on, step on up.
And I'm grabbing a lighter right here.
No, I'll grab it for you. Come on, step on up. Okay, really quick. You're not wearing a bra? Nothing like that? Okay, will you go ahead and step over here? I'll grab your lighter
The
for you.
lighter's right there in that little right thing.
What color?
It's
Oh, I
right
see.
thing in the
Yep.
middle. Yeah.
No problem. You go back there, Sarah.
How do we get out of the room?
Well, we're checking right now. This gal's got pinpoint pupils, and she's on her way to her PO, and she's telling me that she's clean for 5 days. But I see this box of swabs sitting here in her center console, and I'm guessing I'm gonna find some needles and maybe a little bit of heroin. And if that's the case, then I'm gonna take that from her so that she doesn't kill herself with it by accident, because it is an extremely dangerous drug, and we have a lot of that going on the streets right now. And so here's that needle. It's a used needle. It's got residue of heroin on it. This is just furthering what my suspicion is at this point. She's got a bunch of car keys that are not turned into anything yet, and I'm wondering about this vehicle at this point. So I'm going to check in with Sarah and see if the car came back to someone. Here we go. Here's a little kit. This is what she uses to get through her day. It's a little dot of heroin.
Did he get mad at you?
Yeah, when I got out. I was good for a week, and then I messed up again, and now I'm going on Thursday I go.
To treatment? Is it your boyfriend?
Huh?
Is that your boyfriend?
Yeah.
So here's the deal, dude. I found dope in your car, right?
I can pee for you. Like, honestly, I
do not want you to sit here and pee. That's not what I'm talking about. What I'm saying is, that's not someone who's clean. That's not someone who's being honest.
Yeah.
That is not someone who is coming to the table.
I have an old kid.
And trying to get. Okay.
I have an old kid, but I have not been using.
Okay.
I have not.
So you have a. How much heroin is in there?
Honestly, if there's anything in that kit, I haven't been touching that kit. I don't have. I've got rid of almost all my rigs. I've gotten rid of almost everything. Yes. Sorry, it's dirty. It's embarrassing.
And are you a cutter?
Yes, I go through really bad.
I just want to look at your arms for a second. Hold them out for me.
Okay, look at that. There's no
Is
punctures.
that the only vein that you shoot in?
Yes, these are not from that. These are just from, these had little bumps that got infected from when I was using. And my body was not reacting good to the dope. And that's the honest truth. So any hair follicle would
I
get
don't know if you
infected
know
and I
this,
would
but your
pay.
body's never going to react good to dope.
Right, obviously. But honestly, I haven't been. I've been working hard. I'm honest with my PO. Every single time I use, I tell her.
I will be right back with you. I'm going to ask you.
Sit down on the curb.
Yes, that sounds great. I don't think she has much on her. I'm just not happy with what I'm seeing. I think we're just going to take her stuff and send her on her way.
Were those a bunch of shaved keys?
She's got a ton of keys. Some of them shaved, some of them not shaved yet. What are you crying about?
Finally got everything set up. Talked to my PO. Like, my dad told me I could finally be back in his life again if I go to treatment, you know? And I don't want that to be gone. I don't want that chance to go away.
Okay, stand up.
I'm just not happy with my life.
What are you not happy with?
Everything about it.
So here's what I am doing today. I am going to take your kit. I'm going to take that little bit of dope from you. I am going to take all of the Honda keys and the car keys.
I have some, my dad, like, I have like 3, 4 keys on there that are actually personal keys.
I'm going to give you one key. This is an empty key. And this is like your life. You can groove this key to whatever you want it to be. Make it fit whatever car you want it to fit. And if you want it to fit that car, by all means, that's your choice. But if you would like a better car, you need better people in your life than what you're choosing. There's a guy sitting over there. That's not your future. Go get clean. I have 5 years to charge you with this felony.
Yay.
If I bump into you again and I find you all strung out on the street, I'm probably going to take you to jail for that
Please
felony.
do.
And after you do get clean, because I believe you will, you call me up and you can tell me how great life is.
Thank you.
Yeah, good luck.
132 in Bush. I've got him at gunpoint. Okay, gunpoint. 132 in Bush. Covers code 3. Being sent. Unit 2514 can transmit on tag 2. 1047, 1047 can send it in 4360. Okay, we'll still send it code 3.
Viewer discretion is advised.
Bad boys, what you want, what you want, what you gonna do when the sheriff's jump down for you?
Let me see your hands.
Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you?
Cops is filmed on location with the men and women of law enforcement. All suspects are innocent until proven guilty in a court of law.
Copy code 4, subject already left.
Responding to a disturbance call where a female was locked inside the tow yard after she tried to retrieve her vehicle. But it looks like she already fled the scene and she's going to meet back up with you now. And there's the owners.
They beat him over the head with a bat. He's in the office on the floor. I just came outside when the sheriff's department pulled up. He's got to be 36, 37 maybe.
Where'd you get hit?
In the top of the head.
On the back or front?
Yes, in the back.
Right there?
Oh, she was beating me in the head with a bat while he was trying to hit me.
No,
okay.
the camera's
bro.
dead.
Okay.
Just hang out, okay? You
My
guys
back
hang
hurt
away.
so bad.
Did you get hit in the back too?
Yeah, I pulled my shirt up. She hit me like 30 times.
Oh, I see that one right there.
It was all up my back.
And it was the female that did this?
Yeah, he climbed through the gate and started attacking me. I was defending myself, so I punched him in the face. And she started beating me in the back of the head with a bat.
Okay.
But he's like 3 times my size.
Don't pick your head up.
So I was trying to hold him off me.
Put your head back down.
And she was beating me with a bat or a piece of wood. I ran and barred the back door.
Okay.
And this is all captured on surveillance back there.
Everything in here has cameras.
They're in the red Mustang?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
That's them right there.
All right, you sit tight with him. I'll go talk to them over there.
Ambulance is on its way.
Here, miss, I'm going to talk to you real quick, okay? So what happened?
This morning I woke up, my car was towed.
I guess you got notified that it was here?
Yeah, I went and got the money to get the car out. I said, I just want to get my car. He gonna lock me in there, and then he gonna say, well, I need to see the registration on the
You
car.
went into the fencing area
He
here?
let me in the fence. He
Who
locked
let
me
you
back.
in?
The guy that was driving his record truck. He let
What does
me
he
in.
look like?
A big white guy.
Okay. He let you in there initially to look at the car?
Yeah, and he told me to get my registration out. I got my registration out of the car.
Okay.
And then he said, you cannot get the car because it's not in your name.
So he just started closing the gate on you, or...
Yeah, no, I walked through the gate. He done turned around and locked the gate back. I said, why is you locking me in? I come to pick up my car. And then he said, nobody can come in but you. I said, why is you locking me inside the gate? I said, that's not right. You lock me inside the gate. I don't even feel comfortable, you know? And then he was like, since you got a attitude, I said, I don't have an attitude. I just come to get my damn car, pay you your money, and leave.
Okay, what happened after he was going to let you out of the fence? What happened after
He said,
that?
you're gonna let her out this fence. You're gonna let her out this fence. So he was like, no, I'm not. If you cross that gate, I'm bushing your head. And that's what he did. He went to
They
swinging.
started fighting each
yeah,
other?
and then I was trying to get him off of him, and he was just like a madman. Then he had him pinned to the fence like this.
He had him pinned to
yeah.
the... Okay.
And then I said, let him blow. And then when my baby started crying, that's what let off him.
Okay, what happened after that?
He ran back there in the back, and I crawled out of the fence.
You ran into the back?
And then we rode on down the road because I didn't want to.
So you got back in this vehicle and left after all that went down?
I went right there because I was talking to the dispatcher.
Do you have identification on your driver's license? Real quick, sir, I know you already told this deputy your story, but I would like to hear the story as well. What happened with her getting locked inside the fence here?
Well, he said to me, is that your car? I said, no, it's hers. You know, so he said, well, come with me.
Speaking to her?
Yeah.
Okay.
So he went in the gate and he locked the gate. I said, hey, man, what you doing?
So he closed the gate behind her and locked it?
Yeah.
He actually, took keys and the lock?
He locked the gate.
Okay.
Put the chain on and everything, locked the gate. So they went over there and she was digging through the glove box, showing the papers for the car.
Yeah.
And telling them, the car is in my grandmother's name. Here's my license, the registration.
So they wouldn't give her the car because it's in her grandmother's
he
name?
didn't want to give her the car. So I said, hey, dude, let her out the fence. No, I'm not letting her out the fence because she trying to steal the car. I said, no, she ain't trying to steal no car, man. Let her out that fence. And I went to climbing through the fence. So he turned back around and seen me climbing through the fence, so he rushes me. Okay. And he picked me up against the fence and started hitting me.
Where'd he hit you?
He hit me in my rib, he hit me under my chin, and he hit me in my chest.
Okay, so she got out?
Yeah.
What happened after that?
Ran off into the...
You ran inside the building there, and then you guys left, you got in your car and left?
Yeah, we came back out the fence.
All right, just stand by with these other deputies over here, okay? Okay. I'm gonna talk to them inside, okay? If we can look at that video, that will determine for sure what really happened out here.
There's the Mustang in the top right corner.
I want to see the initial...
The initial when they started getting into it.
Okay, so he's trying to climb through the gate.
Oh, he did? Oh. Yeah, he come
He's
inside.
trying to keep him
He's
out.
like,
He's like, get back. Yeah, he's like, done.
There you go.
She's punching at
He's
him,
punching.
kicking him.
Oh, that's why his back was all red, because he was kicking him in.
He's trying to hold him out.
He has him pinned up against the fence right there. He never blocked her or kept her inside there.
So you just bring one in and it's
Yeah, because
it's policy to shut the door?
You be more than one people in there, man, it causes for a bad time sometimes.
Okay, so they're alleging that they were locked in.
The gate's not locked, it's just hung in there.
So she's free to leave. All she has to do is pick the lock up and leave, right?
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
there it is.
Bam! Oh, off the jail. Oh, right in the head. Boom. 6, 7,
And he's holding him.
8. That's a pipe. I counted 8 at least.
Oh, they're still coming at him.
Yeah, he's retreating and they're tracking him down.
Yeah, so he's involved just as much. So they're both gonna be charged with aggravated battery.
That's a transmission jack handle. That's a transmission jack. Okay.
We have a theft too. We gotta go over some things, okay? Are you willing to answer questions or make a statement without attorney being present?
No.
All right, that's it. But what I need for you to do right now is put your hands behind your back for me, okay?
Big A, get my baby.
We'll discuss your kid and everything in a second, okay?
Do you want to go 10-15 on him before he goes to the hospital?
Is he going?
Yes.
Yeah, go 10-15 on him. I'll tell you what your charges are. Your charges are gonna be aggravated battery with a deadly weapon and theft.
Theft?
Theft.
All right, man, watch your head.
Now I'll get my pocket.
You will in a second. He's got injuries, I guess, to his ribs. He said he got punched in the ribs, stomach, and chest, and face.
You're on the back. You're saying that I hit that man and I didn't hit him. Okay.
All right, sir. You're going to be arrested for aggravated battery with a deadly weapon and theft as well, okay? Your fiance is also going to jail as well for the same charges. The video, without that, it'd be a real he said, she said. But after seeing his injuries and the video matching up, is enough evidence to charge both of them with the felony and the misdemeanor.
Part of the problems you have where you work in the same city that you grew up in is you run into a lot of family members and friends. Remember one incident, we were chasing some guys over some fences. We end up finding one of the guys hiding underneath a blanket. As he stands up, the blanket ends up falling off his face. And when I recognized him right away as one of my uncles, I ended up arresting my uncle for resisting arrest at that time. So there's a group of 3 guys standing here on the corner, kind of no particular reason. So I'm gonna go and check them out, see what they're up to. Hey, what's up, man?
Not much. I'm just trying to wait for my taxi.
Yeah. What are you guys doing?
I just came from my uncle's and I'm waiting for a taxi.
You're waiting for a taxi?
Yeah.
Do you have an ID or driver's license with you? You ever been arrested before?
Yeah, I've been arrested before.
Yeah. What have you been arrested for?
Oh, here it is, right here. It was a long time ago. Like, when I was younger, I made some stupid mistakes.
We all do that.
Yeah, it happens. But
What was the reasons or what were your stupid mistakes?
just being a stupid kid and not having a place to call my own, like more or less. So like,
So does that translate into drugs, burglary?
No, not really. No. There it is. Like, I got arrested for a stolen vehicle before.
Stolen vehicle. How long ago was that?
It was like 4 years ago. But I didn't steal the vehicle, and even the cop arresting officer didn't go with proper police procedure and protocol.
So how'd you end up here in this area tonight?
My uncle lives right there.
Yeah.
That's why. And I was waiting for the cab. So I was looking back over here.
Why not just wait at your uncle's house?
Well, I came with my friend right over there. And basically, he came out before me. My uncle was trying to say, hey, there's something I need to give you, you know, something I left before. It was like a tool.
Yeah.
But he went outside, didn't want to miss the cab. He's over here. I'm like, why are you guys over here?
Are you on probation, parole, or anything like that?
No.
And the only thing you've been arrested for was for that stolen vehicle about 4 years ago?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. You don't have anything illegal in your pockets right now? No drugs, guns, weapons,
I'm
nothing
fine.
like that?
Yeah.
Okay, is it okay if I check just to make sure?
Well, I do kind of, I mean, you can if you want,
Yeah.
but I
This
mean,
is a high drug area.
Well,
There's a
this
lot
is-
of people walking around. You know, I'm not saying that you're one of those guys, but like I said, we've had a lot of problem with trespassing going on in there and people using drugs.
Okay.
And you don't live here in this area, so.
yeah, well, yes,
Well, yeah, I know you said your uncle, but that's.
Yeah.
I'm just saying you don't live here in
okay.
this area.
Well, I haven't done anything wrong.
Can you just do me a favor? Just have a seat.
I'm like, I didn't do anything wrong, did I?
Look, here's the deal, man. You have a warrant for your arrest.
For what?
Some type of battery that you're involved in.
I haven't done any kind of battery.
Well,
of any
that's
kind.
what you have a warrant for your arrest for right now.
Why?
So if you just do me a favor, put your hands back here.
I can't believe you're arresting me. I'm serious. This is uncalled for.
Interlace fingers?
Okay. Do you really feel like you need to arrest me? I didn't do anything wrong, sir.
I just told you you have a warrant, sir.
Oh, for what? For what?
For whatever you've done in your past, you have a warrant, and it's for some type of battery.
No, sir. No, sir. I never have done anything like that of the sort.
Is there anything illegal in your pockets I need to know about?
Okay. Honestly, do you any good right now? Yes, probably.
Okay, stand up.
No,
Stand up.
listen.
Stand up.
I have a little bit of something in my pocket. Yes.
Do you have anything that's gonna stab or poke me?
I don't think so. I have a
needle on you?
Not on me.
You have one in here?
Yes.
You do have one in here.
They haven't been opened.
Never been used.
Never been used.
Is that the little something you're talking about?
Yeah, it is.
All right. Anything else I'm gonna find? You say
No.
you have the needles in here?
Yeah.
Okay. Now let's have a seat in the car.
So what's gonna happen exactly?
What?
I didn't assault anybody, but how do I?
Okay.
do I
Well,
have to
you have
stand
that
down?
warrant.
Can I-
It's a misdemeanor warrant. I have to book you into county jail for that warrant. On top of that, I found some drugs in your pockets.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's another issue we're gonna have to deal with.
Okay.
So that's what we're working with now. I'm not gonna charge you with a bunch of crazy things or anything like
Thank
that.
you.
All right, man, go and have a seat.
Okay.
All right.
Advising at 270.6.
Kept saying that his uncle lived in this area, and that's why he was here, and kept pointing in that direction. But when I asked, well, if your uncle lives there, why are you over here? He didn't really have a valid explanation other than he was waiting for some friends. We have this that we found in his pocket. We believe to be methamphetamine, which is pretty frequent in this area. So we'll have to take it to the station, test it out, and just verify that that's what it is. Hey, Michael, I want to talk about the little baggie that I found in your right front pocket.
It's methamphetamine.
It's methamphetamine?
Yeah, I'm just
Okay.
gonna,
Do you have a problem with drugs? Is that what's going on, or?
let's just say that I medicate sometimes because right now I'm under a lot of pressure. I'm getting a house sold in escrow. Like I actually showed the people the house and got the sale, but we only have 2 more days to get everybody out of the house and get everything out. So, I guess you could say I medicate sometimes to compensate. I probably should be on medication for like manic depressive. So it's I'm an artist and it's one of those things.
So does the methamphetamine kind of like help you out, or?
It's not the same thing as like it is for somebody else. Like for me, it's it calms me a little bit. So
It does the opposite effect.
it's kind of yeah.
Okay. You obviously know it's illegal to possess it, though.
Yes, I did.
Did you get it in this area, or where did you get it?
I had that from somewhere else.
You had that on you?
I just decided to like, I was gonna hang out with a friend and get high. I guess. Now I'm here.
Okay.
I understand that you have every right to arrest me. I guess. I don't know what the charge that's originally stemming from that I'm being arrested for. I have no clue.
I'll
how
once
I got
we
that
get
charge.
once we get to the
That'd be
station,
really nice to figure out.
I'll explain that warrant to you a little more.
That'd be great.
Okay.
I want to know what that's for.
All right.
Because I didn't do any of that.
Okay.
It's extremely hot working in Glendale in the summer. With 40, 50 pounds of gear on total with all of our stuff and dressed in all black, it can get extremely hot because of how high the temperatures get here. And it's a really dry heat, so it makes for very hot days out here.
All right, we have a shoplifting at one of our stores down here. Loss prevention actually tried to stop them, and they would not stop for loss prevention. They got in their car and possibly trying to drive off, maybe towards home. We figured out what the address is, so we're hoping we might actually run into them right up here.
There's a Honda Accord right here.
Right there. All right. 437, David. We have the vehicle in that shoplift. We're going to be trying to go code 6 with it here about 8-3 in Camelback. Appears to be occupied by about 4.
335 David. Help you out with 401.
79 Lane.
79 Lane, Camelback, just south.
Okay. I'm going to wait till they get up. .437 David, final stop.
Put your hands up on the steering wheel for me. Is your car in park?
Yeah.
Okay.
Neutral.
Okay, do me a favor, turn the car off for me.
All right.
Hand me your keys.
Okay. What's this
Where are you
about?
coming from?
Store.
Okay, what store?
It's okay down the road.
Okay, do you think it's a coincidence that I'm stopping you?
Yeah.
Okay, do you have your driver's license on you? Registration,
Yeah.
insurance?
Yeah, can I get it?
Yep.
All right.
No
can I
guns, drugs, bombs in the car?
No, can I ask what this is about?
Yes, it's about a shoplifting from Walmart.
Sorry, I don't shoplift. I don't even have nothing on me.
Okay.
Yeah, do you have your ID?
I'd really like to know what this is about.
Were you approached by anybody there that attempted to stop you?
No, nothing.
Okay.
I don't steal. I'm offended.
You can be offended if you like, but I'm telling you exactly why I'm stopping you. Something may have happened that would have led to those circumstances.
Something may, but I didn't do.
Okay.
So,
No,
I'm sorry
okay.
if I didn't mean to cuss.
Time out. What do you mean by something may?
I don't know. I was approached, so I'm assuming.
Okay, you were approached.
By some dude. I don't know. He was in regular clothes.
Okay,
so
but
I
a minute ago
ignored
I
him.
asked you if you guys were approached by anybody trying to stop you from shoplifting. You
I
said,
said
no. Right, now you're telling me
He
you were
didn't say
approached.
anything about shoplifting.
Okay, what is it they told you?
They say, hey, can I talk to you? I'm like, no, I just took it as he wanted money from me.
Okay.
So.
Ma'am, what's your first name?
Sonia.
Sonia, did you guys purchase anything at Walmart?
I did, but then I fell and I left the bag.
You fell
And
inside
I
the
fell,
store
yes.
and you left the items you bought?
Manager was there, yes, and I was shaken up and I left it in the basket and I walked out.
Okay.
I'm looking at it really hard. I have a picture of this one. But the guy.
10-4. Club male did have a 52.
I'm gonna have you step out of the car for me, okay? You can keep your wallet right there. Keep your wallet down the seat for me. Step out. Okay.
Can I ask what you're putting me in cuffs for?
Yep. Okay, right now you're being detained for shoplifting and you're also showing a couple warrants. Stop. Do not move.
Hey, don't.
No, do not move.
I'm not.
Keep your
You're
hands right where
pushing
they
me.
are. Don't pull them away from each other.
Okay.
I'm telling you why you're going in cuffs. You're also showing that you have a warrant out of the city of El Mirage. That's got 2 issues that we need to figure out. All right, step back for me. We're gonna sit you right on the curb over here. Mitchell, can you watch them? Yep. All right, I'm gonna help you sit. If you just turn, face the roadway here. Do you know what your warrant out of El Mirage might be about?
No, I don't.
Okay. Do me a favor, put your feet straight out in front of you. Cross your legs at the ankles.
I'll go ahead and grab her too. Sonia, do me a favor, go ahead and step out of the car, okay?
All right, Brian, we're gonna hang out while I sort that out. We're also gonna sort out this shoplifting issue,
I didn't
okay?
take nothing, man.
If you're with people that take something, you have reasonable knowledge that they did take something, and that's what's taking place here, under Arizona law, you're guilty of the same crime that they're guilty of. Okay, so if that's what's taking place and you want to talk to me about it, you can let me know about that, okay?
I didn't take nothing, man.
Okay, well, like I said, we're gonna sort that part out, but you're also showing some warrants with another city, okay? That's the reason you're in handcuffs and sitting on the curb here, okay?
All right. You want to tell me about what happened today?
Look, I went in, I grabbed my stuff. I thought he had the stuff that we were paying separate bills. I thought he had it. I threw it in the cart. We walked out. They stopped us, and I kept going because I didn't know what was going on. I paid for my stuff, and I left it. I have the receipt. I showed you the receipt.
Right. Okay.
And I saw him coming out the door, too. I threw my bags in the cart, and we walked out the door.
Okay.
I
What
had
was he
my
carrying?
bags. I don't know. He had a basket and some stuff in the basket.
Oh, he did?
But, yeah.
Not
But-
bagged or bagged?
I don't know. I didn't even pay attention because I was so shaken up from falling.
Okay.
My butt hurt. I was shaking. I was nervous, and so I threw my stuff in the basket, and I walked out. And then next thing I know, somebody was walking out saying, "Excuse me, excuse me," and me and the girl with the long hair just kept walking because I didn't know what was up.
Okay.
Did you guys split up, or did you know she was taking it? Just knowing she's taking it itself
We
is
just
necessarily
split
a
up.
crime.
Well, I always split up from her when we go shopping because I don't like looking at girl stuff and whatnot.
At what point did you guys meet back up?
Around the time that I was about to walk out the door, and I walked out the door with my friends.
But I mean, where inside the store? Like still in the aisles, past the cash registers?
Not past cash registers, like right there where the door was. Or
Did she have any items with her?
She had a bag.
Okay, like a Walmart bag or a
Yeah.
different bag? Okay. Did she tell you if she purchased the items, or did you ask?
I
or-
never asked.
Okay.
I mean, who asks?
I'm not saying I would ask. I'm just trying to
just
piece
saying,
together,
yeah.
right? I wasn't there.
I'm saying who would
all
who would
four-
ask?
All 4 of you guys walked out together?
As far as I walked out with them.
Did she ever slip and fall on anything? Or
I don't know. Like I said, we split up. I don't know.
I'm talking about when you were exiting.
She said she fell.
You didn't see her fall on your way out or anything like that, right?
No.
That didn't occur.
No, I didn't
Okay.
see anything.
Okay, I understand.
Go ahead and have a seat, Sonia. Right now, you're going to be detained for shoplifting, okay?
Sonia, you are under arrest, okay?
Okay.
How much did you pay for that stuff in your car?
I didn't have anything. It wasn't. None of it was mine. I didn't.
It was $350 worth of stuff.
Right, but I thought it was already paid for because we walked away in the garden section.
They've got cameras, and I was just over there at the store. I watched you through almost the entire time you were inside that store, okay? Never
Right.
once did any of that stuff that you guys put inside that basket, inside your shopping basket, ever get put on a checkout counter.
No,
you pushed the shopping cart past all those cash registers, and she met up with you, and then you guys walked out the door.
Yeah, I didn't grab it. I thought she'd already paid for it, so I wasn't even thinking. You know, I didn't think.
The entire time you were pushing the cart.
Yeah, but I don't ever think.
Okay, well, that's a good enough story for me. Okay, stand up for me. Okay, you are going to jail for shoplifting, and you have a warrant out of El Mirage. Okay, have a seat.
I want you to show me on camera what I took out of that store.
All that, you can discuss all that with your attorney, and we'll talk about it in court.
132 in Bush. I've got him at gunpoint. Okay, gunpoint. 132 in Bush. Covers code 3. Being sent. Phoenix 2514 can transmit on tag 2. 1047, can send it in 4360. Okay, we'll still send it code 3.